Hey, what's up? Welcome to another training vlog. And actually, this is going to be a double feature. Not necessarily because I wanted to do this, but I got to tell you, I accidentally deleted some training footage from this press day that you're looking at right now. So this is going to be shortened up. My apologies. Trust me, I wasn't happy about it, but it is what it is. I couldn't get the footage back. So what I'm doing is I'm combining this GST press day, microcycle 3, 80% 1 rep max right here. I'm combining it with GST squat day, which is microcycle 4, 90% 1 rep max. So it's going to be a little shorter for this press day. You're going to see what you're missing out on is some wide neutral grip pull-ups, which is unfortunate. Those went really well. I crushed body weight, like 3 sets of 10, feeling really good with those. And there's some other things missing as well. Like the AMRAP set for this core lift, it's missing. It went well. I took it to failure. And I actually did a volume set afterwards where I cut the weight in half. So this is 200 right here. I took the AMRAP set to failure, then I cut the weight in half to 100 and did another 20 reps for added volume. So here, normally you'd see the AMRAP set right now. It's gone. It got accidentally deleted again. Sorry about that. So this is after my pull-ups. Moving back into a press. This is a supplement lift. 30-degree dumbbell press. Dumbbell press, to hit the chest, upper chest, and tying a little bit of those front delts as well, but primarily this is a chest worker here. So when I'm doing these, I'm just bringing these dumbbells down nice and low, making sure to connect the inside of the dumbbells with the outer upper chest. You can see the contact, yep, so right there, that's my depth marker, just that armpit area, the upper outer pec, like I said. So I did get, I've got 2 sets of footage here on these. I think it's good to see. One thing that I like to do when I do these dumbbell presses, whether it's overhead, whether it's incline, whether it's flat, is notice the tracking of the dumbbells. It's always apart as I come down and then closer together as I come up. You might have heard me say this in the past. I do not like to touch the dumbbells at the top, because to me, especially if these were steel dumbbells, it kind of bounces off each other. They bounce off each other, and I don't really like that. It just adds a degree of, it lessens the amount of control, I'll say, because you're introducing that bounce, that opportunity for a bounce. Sorry, I can't really get my words there, but I think you can see what I'm saying. I do not like to do that. It's not for me. So I bring them down and apart, and then I bring them up and close together, but I don't touch. Like even with these overhead presses, I'll be shocked if I actually touch these together. I really don't think I do. I can't remember the last time that I've done that. But again, you can see down and apart, up and together. That's one thing that's nice about dumbbells, is you can do that. They do make a barbell where you can do that. I saw a few months ago, I just was watching like a random Mike O'Hearn video, and he had this bar that it was basically like the grips were on bearings on the bar, wrapped around the bar. So you could actually move your hands apart as you came down, holding a bar, and then as you pressed up, you could move them together. I kind of like the idea of that. The bar is like, I think it was like $800, so I don't really want to buy it. I spent that much on my Eleiko Oppen Bar, so I think I'm good with spending $800 on a bar for a while. That's just a lot to me, especially when I can get the same feeling from dumbbells, no problem. So here's another set. So overhead presses. Make sure you're using your quads a little bit. Push your lower body, or your lower back, your hips, your butt area. Push it into the back pad so you don't slide forward. Because if you slide forward when you're doing overhead presses, you're changing the angle. You're turning it more into an incline dumbbell press, and you're going to start incorporating more of your chest, which you're not doing overhead presses for chest. So you might as well keep it focused on the shoulders, and that means setting up your degree of arch before the first rep. You see I'm going to do that right here. So I'm going to set up my degree of arch. I'm going to push my hips back into the crease between the back pad and the butt pad, and they're just going to stay there. And I can flex my quads a little bit, drive my feet into the ground, and that's going to make them stay there. And then I'm going to do my best to not change my degree of arch. Even when things get tough and my final reps slow down, you're going to see, like, it would be easy to arch more and turn it into a maybe like a 60-degree or even 45-degree incline dumbbell press, get that upper chest going. But in my head right now, I promise you, I'm thinking about fighting the urge to do that. That's what I'm doing as these reps get slower, especially on this one. Yeah, see, I didn't really notice any change in my degree of arch there. All right, so we're moving on. I got the supplement lifts out of the way that were compounds. That was a 30-degree incline dumbbell press. It was a wide neutral grip pull-up that you didn't see because idiot me, I deleted the footage by accident. It happens, whatever. And then I had the seated dumbbell overhead press. Those are all compounds. Now we're moving into isolations. Dumbbell hammer curls, isolating the biceps. And you're going to see after this set, you're going to see some underhand grip tricep press downs for isolating the triceps. And then I also did some lateral flies on this day, which I did not get footage of. That was just on purpose. I just didn't feel like it. All right, here's that underhand grip tricep press down you can see on the screen right there. Not sure what I was smiling about here. I think I was just really happy to be working triceps, to be honest with you. So when I'm doing this underhand grip, I'm choosing this grip because I want to try to work the tricep right off my elbow, the lower triceps. I feel like it's lacking in size a little bit. Part of that is just genetics. I can't say that part has ever been a big part. It's never looked amazing. But I'm trying this grip. I haven't done this in a while. I used to do it a lot. I'm trying this grip out. I really like it. I do feel just off the elbow. Of course, I also feel the upper tricep. Can't really get away from that with any press down variation. But I do feel the lower tricep more, and that's enough for me to just keep doing it. So I'm just trying to keep my body tight, keep my abs flexed, little arch in my back, and I'm going just for a nice full elbow extension here. Just straightening it out, using the triceps to do that. That's the function of the triceps. And that's all I'm thinking about. This is a simplistic movement. It's not technical. There's really nothing to it. You just grip strong. Try to not cheat. Try to not use a lot of upper body momentum. Don't get over the bar too much, and just let your arms do the work. Clearly, that's the end of that day. Now, I said that was going to be short, and it was. Again, I apologize. Missed some footage, but it is what it is. So now, like I said, we're moving on. This is the starting workout of a new microcycle, microcycle 4. This is the final macrocycle. Each macrocycle is 4 microcycles long. So now I'm moving up 90% 1 rep max on these lunges. In this video, I decided to show my warm-ups here. Now, I did this because I was going to explain what happened with the last workout and missing that footage and stuff. I just wanted to give myself a little more time. Clearly, I forgot to do that when I started this video in this voiceover. So I already explained that. So let's just talk about lunges through these warm-ups, and I can tell you what I'm doing here with these warm-ups. So I started with the bar. I always like to do that. You're going to find experienced people are going to recommend that you start a big compound lift, a primary lift of each day. You're going to start that light. Even if you're like a 500-600 pound bench presser, those guys are still recommending start with the bar because there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't take long. It's not going to hurt anything. And it's going to help just get your nervous system in the groove of that specific exercise. I like doing exercise-specific warm-ups. That's exactly what you're seeing right here. So I went the bar that I had 95. Okay, this is another, no, actually on that last side I had 135. Because I was going to say, man, this would be a huge jump. So here, let me count these plates. We're looking at 135, 155, 175 on the bar here. This is also going to be a warm-up. This will be an illustration of how much reps drop as weight increases when you're doing your warm-ups, because you do not want to exhaust yourself during your warm-ups, but you want to prime yourself. So this is a perfect example. I'm getting close to my working weight here, So it would exhaust me if I were to do a high rep set. Like if I were to do 10 per side, that would just be an awful idea. That would be fucking stupid. So I'm not doing that. I'm just doing, I think I went ahead and did 3 reps per side there. I think that was 6 total steps. All right, moving into the first working set. Now my goal here is 1 plus, and the second set is 1 plus, and the third working set is AMRAP. So I allow for plus reps, because right here, you know, if I hit 1 rep on each side and I'm feeling good, like I want to go for more. I want to be able to do that. So GST size, it allows me to do that with the 1 plus stipulation. But with the plus stipulation, you want to make sure that you still stay away from failure. You still stay 1 to 2 reps shy of failure. And that's important, because I would never want somebody going into an AMRAP set previously hitting failure on previous sets, I should say. That's just no bueno idea. It's not good. You shouldn't be doing that. So I just hit that set, 3 per leg. And I'm feeling good about this. You know, I'm warmed up. I did some stretches. My knees are feeling great. You'll notice I threw more weight on the bar here. I threw another 5 pounds on each side, so I threw another 10 pounds on the bar. 215. I'm getting real close to 225 lunges here. Those are going to be coming probably within the next month. You know, I can feel that coming. My legs are responding well to this winter bulk. I can tell they're growing. I'm feeling strong. I'm just in that bulk mode right now. I love that feeling. And it takes a little while to get there. You know, it's taken about a month at least to get there. Your body just realizes, like, oh, like we're getting more calories here. We're in building mode, and we can start making some changes, like some hormonal changes. We can start feeling fuller, and everything just starts to click. And that's happened. I'd say that's happened in the last week. So here we go, 215, another 1 plus. So I did 2 plus reps there per side. Again, 3 per side, feeling good. And I kept the same weight. I didn't want to go up. I didn't want to be greedy, you know. I could have probably done 225, but it would have probably dropped my rep count down, and it wasn't my prescribed weight anyways. So here we go. AMRAP set, 215 barbell reverse lunges, finished up the C4. I mixed up the pre-workout today because my wife and I went for a walk, and I just wanted to mix it up. So I got the Cherry Starburst C4, 200 milligrams caffeine. I like the C4. You actually feel that can. Okay, I don't even know what I did here for reps. I want to say I ended up doing like 4 per side maybe. So when I'm doing these with heavy weight, you know, every single time I step back, I am deliberate with my actions. I need to be. I got a lot of weight on one knee coming back up. So I'm very deliberate, focused, braced, sturdy. Those are words that I'm saying in my head as I'm going through these reps. So yeah, so there I hit the 3 per leg. Took a brief pause, recalibrate myself. Power up. Yeah, 4 per leg. Not bad at all, especially on a 90% 1 rep max week. I was happy with that.
Satisfactory right there, though.
All right, moving right into more quad focused work. So quad focused core lift, heavy on the glutes as well. Nothing wrong with that. Building up those glutes is great. It's fun. So here we go, Oppen Bar Squat. Now this Oppen Bar, this positions the weight more like a front squat. The weight is out in front of me, especially as I come down and I lean over a little bit. I'm getting a lot of depth here. You can see that depth marker is low. I'm getting a big knee bend. Thighs are getting below parallel with the floor. And that's what I like to do. So I'm getting tons of quad activation here, glute activation from the depth. And the way I progressively overloaded these today was not with added reps. I'm sticking to 10 reps for all 3 sets you're going to see, but I added weight on each one. And it was not greedy additions. I just went with 5 pounds extra because that's all you need. You know, 5 pounds extra if you ran that per week, that adds up to like over 250 pounds on a lift in a year. 5 pounds times 52 weeks. It's a lot. It's like 260 or something like that. So that's why I say don't get greedy with your rate of progressive overload. 5 pounds a week, that's a lot to ask. You might not even do that. You might do 5 pounds every 2 weeks. And if you did that, you're still going to add a lot of volume and a lot of strength in a year's time. And a year goes by fast, let me tell you. All right, so here we go. I'm doing these pyramid style. You can't see that I added weight past the plates, but I did. Right now, I've got 170 on the Oppen bar. So 170 deep squats, medium reps. And, I'm not relying on the depth marker for stability at the bottom. Honestly, I'm just reaching down, and I'm just tapping it, and then I'm popping back up. I don't apply much pressure to it at all. It's not helping me. It's only telling me where to stop. So I get each rep, I get the same ROM. It's identical. I get the identical ROM each time. And I'm very systematic with it. And I believe that's safe. And I believe that's actually, just a really smart method to rep perfection. So here we go, final set. Again, pyramiding up. This is 180 for these Oppen bar deep squats. Oh, and these shoes that I have on today, man, these feel really good for a leg day. I made sure to tie them tight. Just Timberland boots, like they're casual boots, but they're solid. They're comfortable. They got a nice sole in them. They're sturdy and they feel great. I like wearing them when I'm training. So here you can see that depth. You can see it's such a light contact. I don't even think the ball really moves, and that just shows how light it is. But there is touchdown there, glute touchdown, boom, drive back up. And when I'm coming up, I got to tell you, my number one focus is quads. I'm focusing on quads, flexing quads as much as possible. And I'm braced at the low back. I'm coming away from these, I'm feeling no low back pump because my low back is not the mover here. When you're doing squats or deadlifts, the low back is not your mover.
That did feel nice. That felt nicer than last week, faster. Yeah, for sure, faster.
Now we're going to finish up with some RDLs, the good old Romanian deadlifts. This is another one of those lifts. I got to tell you, my hip hinge movements are on a rocket ship lately. This one has been shooting up, no doubt about it. So I think I went up to 280 on this for like clean 10 rep sets today. Right off the bat, we got, remember, this is a 55-pound bar, so 235 plus a couple 10s, 255 here to start things off. Again, I progressively overloaded this by weight today. So I'm not getting greedy. This is literally a 5-pound increase from last time. It's a small percentage of the total weight. I don't care. It's more weight. It's moving forward, doing a little more. That's the mindset that you have to have. This is a long game thing here. This isn't a sprint. I know that sounds so corny, like everybody says that. It's a marathon, not a sprint, but it's a good analogy. Everybody understands it. I'm going to use it. It truly is a marathon here. It's not a sprint. Just this program alone, it's a 6-month program, and there's plenty of time to progressively overload and move forward. Here we go. Now you'll notice the hip hinge. See, my butt is moving. It's back and forth, and it's probably moving about a foot. Again, I'm coming off these. You would think that your lower back would be working a lot and be pumped, but it's really not, and it shouldn't be. My lower back is statically flexed the whole time, and that's it. The movers of my body here are my hamstrings and glutes. All right, final set coming up on this double feature, winter ball, day 23 and day 24. After this, I went ahead and I did lying leg
right,
curls.
smooth
No,
280.
actually, sorry, this is squat day. I did leg extensions, really hit those hard. I did some cable face pulls. I think I showed you my form on those in the last squat day vlog. And I did some hanging leg raises today as well. So what I did on those last three, the leg curls and the hanging leg raises and the face pulls, I actually tri-setted them. I just wanted to knock them out, crushed it. Actually, sorry, leg extensions. I know I said leg curls again. Leg extensions, hanging leg raises, and face pulls were a tri-set finisher. Still made progressive overloads on all of them, so feeling strong. All right, this is that peak 280 set, 10 clean reps. And on that note, I am out. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.